I know what you're thinking because I would probably be thinking it too. No, this is not a cat. This is indeed a pop filter. So then, therefore, and consequently, when I do my T's and my P's, they won't be distorted. They won't be that, you know what I mean? So, top of the morning, top of the afternoon, and top of that evening. Welcome to Book to Not Bothered. I am your host, B. Eddie, and I am also coming to you again another week without a book review. And I know I am reading, but I am reading things that aren't pulling me in, not grabbing me, wanting, like getting me even excited to even share a book review. And I sat with that. It bothered me, and I wondered, and I know the answer. It's because of the climate that we're living in right now. There's so much shit going on. The shit's intense. We got politics, we got protests, we might be going to war with Iran. Shit is teetering on the edge. And I'm finding it hard to disappear into a book, into a story, into another world when there's so much noise and so much chaos going on around me. And I mean, so having said that, this week I'm deciding to just spit at you the 10 books that are on my list that I have got to read. And I hope to get my hands on them. We'll just call this my little literary vision board, if you will. Book 1, High Rise by J.G. Ballard. When a class war erupts inside a luxurious apartment block, modern elevators become violent battlegrounds and cocktail parties degenerate into marauding attacks on enemy floors. In this visionary tale, human society slips into violent reverse as once peaceful residents, driven by primal urges, recreate a world ruled by the laws of the jungle. I mean, this sounds exciting to me. The setup is wild. You got a bunch of people, which I'm pretty sure they're pretty well off. You got a bunch of people living in a luxurious high rise, and then slowly everything unravels. It's not a natural disaster. It's not some villain. It just unravels. That's gonna be a good read. Next on my list is Under the Eye of the Bird by Hiromi Kawamaki. In the distant future, humans are on the verge of extinction and have settled in small tribes across the planet under the observation and care of mothers. Some children are made in factories from cells of rabbits and dolphins. Some live by getting nutrients from water and light, like plants. The survival of the race depends on the interbreeding of these and other alien beings. But it is far from certain that connection, love, reproduction, and evolution will persist among the inhabitants of this faltering new world. Wow. I have no idea still what this book is going to be about, but it sounds like it's going to be crazy weird and it's just kooky. But that's the appeal, right? I mean, that's what gets you excited because you know it's going to be something different. And naturally, you know, I'm going to have something cozy within my list. The next one is Legends and Lattes by Travis Baltry. As you can see by the cover, it's a fantasy. It's going to be cozy. It's going to be good. Okay, the battle weary orc aims to start fresh, opening the first ever coffee shop in the city of Thun. But old and new rivals stand in the way of success, not to mention the fact that no one has the faintest idea what coffee actually is. If Viv wants to put the blade behind her and make her plans a reality, she won't be able to go it alone. But the true reward of the uncharted path are the travelers you meet along the way, whether you're drawn together by ancient magic, flaky pastry, or a freshly brewed cup. They may become partners, family, and something deeper than she could ever have dreamed. It sounds nice and warm, cozy, cute, romancy maybe. I don't know. I'm looking forward to it. Next, Our Wives Under the Sea by Julia Armfield. Miri thinks she's got her wife back. When Leah finally returns after a deep sea mission that ended in a catastrophe, it soon becomes clear, though, that Leah is not the same. Whatever happened in that vessel, whatever it was they were supposed to be studying before they were stranded on the ocean floor, Leah has brought part of it back with her onto dry land and into their home. Moving through something that really resembles normal life, Miri comes to realize that the life that they had before might be gone. Though Leah is still there, Miri can feel the woman she loves slipping from her grasp. Okay. It's giving beautiful. It's giving heartbreak. It's giving, I'll take it. Next on the list, Normal People by Sally Rooney. At school, Connell and Marianne pretend not to know each other. He's popular and well adjusted, star of the school soccer team, while she is lonely, proud, and intensely private. But then Connell comes to pick his mother up from her housekeeping job at Marianne's house. A strange and indelible connection grows between the two teenagers, one they are determined to conceal. A year later, they're both studying at Trinity College in Dublin. Marianne was found her feet in a new social world while Connell hangs at the sidelines, shy and uncertain. Throughout their years in college, Marianne and Connell circle one another, straying towards other people and possibilities, but always magnetically, irresistibly drawn back together. So it basically sounds like it's a love story and normal people. Okay, the title. I can't wait to dig in. Okay. Up next, The Visit from the Goon Squad by Jennifer Egan. We first meet Sasha in her mid 30s on her therapist's couch in New York City, confronting her long standing compulsion to steal. Later, we learn the genesis of her turmoil when we see her as a child of a violent marriage, then as a runaway living in Naples, then as a college student trying to avert the suicidal impulses of her best friend. We plunge into the hidden yearnings and disappointments of her uncle, an art historian stuck in a dead marriage who travels to Naples to. Wait, this sounds like a lot going on already. I love the fact that we're starting off and she's going to be on her therapist chair in New York. But there is a lot going on. We're following her through the depths of her life, it seems as if. I haven't even finished reading the synopsis, but I can tell this is going to be a good one. It's going to be one that you might need to pay attention to. I just have that feeling. Next up, The Monkey's Raincoat by Robert Crace. Now, it looks like this is book one of a series. When Ellen Lang's husband disappears with their son, she hires Elvis Cole to track him down. A quiet and seemingly submissive wife, Ellen can't even write a check without him. All she wants is to get him and her son back, no questions asked. The search for Ellen's errant husband leads Elvis into the Samir side of Hollywood. He soon learns that Mort Lang is down on his luck, talent agent who associates with a schlocky movie producer, and the last place he was spotted was at a party thrown by a famous and very well-connected ex matador. But no one has seen him since, including the B movie girl. At the same time, the police find Mort in his parked car with 4 gunshots in his chest and no kid in sight. Ellen disappears. Now nothing is what it seems, and the heat is on. Oh my gosh, that sounds good. I wasn't really like, okay, that's a nice detective type deal. Like I'm intrigued already. I get the feeling that it's going to be quick, punchy read, maybe a little grit, something to look forward to. Ooh, guys, now this one, Digest 10 Short Stories by Convicted and Plausible People Eaters. This is written by Evan Whitmore. Y'all, this is like, okay, I've tracked down 10 authors who have at some point participated in the act of cannibalism. I've collected one short story from each writer and combined them here for your amusement and observation. Isaac Cohn presents Margaritaville, Jimmy Buffett's hit song reinterpreted as a Southern Gothic. Okay, whatever. But she tracked down these authors who's participated in the act of cannibalism. What the? Y'all, this is going to be an interesting read. Now, out of all of this list, this is the book that I should probably get first. Intriguing, dark, grotesque. What? I don't know. But I'm going to let you know after I read that book. Next up, My Dark Vanessa by Kate Elizabeth Russell. Exploring the psychological dynamics of the relationship between a precious yet naive teenage girl and her magnetic and manipulative teacher. A brilliant, all consuming read that marks the explosive debut of Extraordinary New. Now, listen, this is giving me, I don't know if you have read Tampa. Tampa by Alyssa Nutting. That's all I'm going to say. If you haven't read it, read it. And I have a feeling that this is something similar. It's not for everybody, y'all. It's not for everybody. It could be heavy. It could sit with you for days at, at your own risk. Furiously Happy, a funny book about horrible things by Jenny Lawson. And this is a biography. In Furiously Happy, a humor memoir teamed with just enough tragedy and pathos to make it worthwhile. Jenny Lawson examines her own experience with severe depression and a host of other conditions and explains how it has led her to live life to the fullest. Jenny's readings are standing room only, with fans lining up to have Jenny sign their bottles of Xanax or Prozac as often as they are to have her sign their books. Okay, I'm sold. I'm down. I mean, I feel like this book might have some mess to it and, maybe some inspiration. I'm down for the read. That concludes this week's episode of Book That Unbothered. Thank you for allowing me to share the books that I would like to read. And I'm hoping next week, I'm reading this right now. They both die at the end. It's not a bad, my sister-in-law gave this book to me. It started off good. I'm still in it, and we'll see. You should comment or subscribe or like. It's free. You don't have to, it doesn't cost. It's free, and it helps me out. You know what I'm saying? It helps me to help you, you to help me. See you next week.